TGR.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Gaming Resume's second annual Game of the Year Awards for 2018.
Oh my God.
I'm Sean. This is Rudy.
Yo.
This is Onyx.
Hi.
We have
Hi.
six categories to talk about today.
Six.
We've got best
Sunday.
best re-release, best narrative, best soundtrack, best visual design, best gameplay, and of course, Game of the Year.
GOTY.
We're going to start with best re-release. If you are watching our full video, links in the description below.
What, are you looking on my thing?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And so what we're going to do is I'm going to throw our nominees out on the table. Each of us picked up to 5 nominees, personal nominees for each award.
Mm-hmm.
And we also personally picked a winner. So I'm going to identify who nominated what, who selected what as their winner. And then once there's 5 cards on the table and a 6th card comes up, we have to start recycling some out of our collective TGR top 5 until we have a consensus on our top 5 for the gaming resume, as well as a consensus on the winner.
Sounds
Cool.
good.
All right, you guys ready?
No,
Ready
but
as
let's
I'll
go.
ever be.
All right. Our first game is nominated by Onyx. It is
Yo.
Bayonetta on the
Yo.
Nintendo Switch.
Yo. So, what a great re-release. Just from a technical standpoint, the game runs better than it did on Wii U. At least Bayonetta 2. And Bayonetta 1 also looks better too. But they're really good games. They're super fast. Kamiya's amazingness at the action genre. It's a good game, man. I like it.
Awesome.
Sold.
Next up is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on the Nintendo Switch, nominated by Rudy.
Oh, dude, if you have not played this game, and you like puzzlers, this is awesome.
That's me. I barely played it. I played a demo.
You played the demo?
Yeah, it's good.
It gets so much better. And if you played Odyssey, there's so many
Yeah.
little tidbits of awesomeness that are just sprinkled about. Definitely worth checking out if you like puzzlers at all.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Our next nominee, nominated by myself, is Diablo 3: The Eternal Collection for the Nintendo Switch. It's Diablo 3. Great game. It's got the Necromancer in it. Didn't get to play that. And it runs fairly well on the Switch. It's nice to have that game on the go. It's definitely a fun game to play.
I mean, I've heard people say it's the best version of Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Debatable, but
I feel like
it
it's
was worthy of a nomination.
really good to have it on mobile.
Yeah. Take it
I mean, I don't know. That's
Not phones, you mean?
no.
No, Blizzard fans don't like that.
No. On the Switch, baby. On the Switch.
All right, next up, Onyx, you nominated Bayonetta 2.
Let's go, Bayonetta 2.
Thank you.
Yeah. Alley-oop.
I think this game is an even better game than Bayonetta 1.
Yeah.
Not as technical, right? It's actually a little bit easier to pull off stuff, but I think the visual design looks. I mean, it's better in that aspect, better story in my opinion too. And I love Bayo's outfit. She's Bay. I love it. Great game.
Oh, Netta.
Play it.
Onyx, while I'm pulling up the next nominee,
Yo.
can you move the fan to number 2?
Number
Because
2?
I'm realizing our nominees are blowing around on the table, and we cannot have that in our Game of the Year awards. All right.
Blown away, man.
Next up is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze,
Tropical
nominated
cheese.
by Rudy for the Nintendo
Dude.
Switch.
Okay. So earlier this year, I discovered Celeste and my love for platforming, and
Yes.
this guy right here was
Yes.
I played it on the Wii U. You
Yes.
have to play it on the Switch,
Yes.
and I was traveling overseas to Poland, so I was like, why not? So awesomeness, amazingness.
It's a great Retro Studios, man. They
killed it. They killed
such
it.
a good game
It's so underrated. So if you like platformers, just check it out.
and a challenge, mind you, because it is difficult.
It is difficult. Super, uber.
Yeah.
Difficult.
Awesome.
Sauce.
All right.
Yeah.
We've reached our 5. Now we have to come up with a collective top 5 as we're revealing the rest of these nominations. Next up from myself is Disgaea 1 Complete,
Ooh.
released for the Nintendo Switch. Thought this might have been a remake, but I think it was actually just a remaster. Because it was really just the graphics that got updated.
Like Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus was a little bit more involved than this was. So
Really?
that was counted as a remake, and therefore not applicable for this award. This was I'm counting as a remaster.
Okay, all right. I mean, so there was nothing. You've played it, so didn't add any new unit types or
There were some
Story
very
content.
very minor tweaks, and for that reason, I'm okay not even including it
Oh my!
in our top 5.
Is
It's
that
okay.
like Peachette in the new Super Mario Brothers, the Lucky
That was
or
more
whatever?
of a change than what this guy had.
Oh, my.
I'll tell you that.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
there you go.
All
Okay,
right.
so bye.
Next up from Onyx, nominated Sonic Mania
Dude.
Plus.
I so wanted to get that. How
And
was
it was good. I mean,
Yeah.
they did some changes. The Metal Sonic fight is totally different now, and I don't want to spoil it because it's so
Don't
much
spoil it.
better than it was in the original Sonic Mania release.
Yeah.
And looking at this, honestly,
Yeah.
it was good, but I still think the games on here deserve to be there more than Sonic Mania.
Okay.
Because
Touche.
it wasn't that big of a. I mean, they added two additional playable characters, which did up the ante, but one of them feels like a lesser Tails, and the other one was cool, but didn't really do much to change the platforming. So I think that it's okay if that one stays out too. I would have nominated.
Alrighty.
All right. Touche.
This is going very easy so far for our first putting them up, trying to figure out our
Rumble.
top 5. Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, next up from Rudy, Katamari Damacy Reroll.
Oh, I
didn't
on
play
the
that.
Nintendo Switch.
I didn't even play that. What is reroll?
Reroll. It's literally Katamari Damacy.
The first one?
Like the first one.
Just like a wow. I
It
should
is
play
so
that.
good.
I should play that.
I never played it.
Yeah, we only played We Love Katamari.
We love Katamari and Beautiful Katamari.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, man. Like I'm sitting there and I'm just like playing, hanging out,
It's
listening to the
fun.
awesome music. I love it.
Yes.
If you like Katamari at all, I mean, it's there. It's awesomeness.
Would
Would
you
you
put it?
personally like to see it in this top 5 since you nominated it?
No.
No?
Really?
Like,
You have two
It-
Bayonetas.
I
yeah.
think we'll use
well,
you as
no,
the deciding
'cause, like,
factor, but I'd back you if you said yes.
Cause like, I will say this: I would play Katamari over Captain Toad.
Oh,
I
I'm
would-
okay putting Katamari over Captain Toad.
same.
Yeah, cool,
All
awesome
right.
sauce,
Captain
Bye.
Toad. Good job, Katamari. Better job.
dude. It's a fun game, man.
Yeah,
so much fun.
they all have been.
Next up, a game we all love, but only I nominated.
Oh.
Fortnite Battle Royale for the Nintendo Switch. This was my first time playing Fortnite.
That's right. It
I
lasted,
was
like-
actually very impressed with what was going on in that game, especially on the Switch.
Yeah,
I think it rolled out right around E3.
it was the
Yeah.
day of E3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Day of E3.
So it was pretty cool. I didn't play all that much of it though.
Right.
So for that reason, I'm okay not including it in this current top 5.
Same. I mean, I appreciate what Epic has done with Fortnite, and they keep updating. The mobile version now has 60 FPS options, which will probably roll out for the Switch, which is like crazy to think. So I appreciate it. It's fun, but nah. Bye.
All right, Fortnite.
I agree.
All right, we're coming up on the end. We've only got 3 more nominees, and this one had the most nominees of all of the games. Just because there's so many ports and re-releases in a year
Yeah.
that it's easy to do quite a few. Next up was nominated by myself. It was Warframe
Oh,
for
yeah.
the Nintendo Switch.
Warframe. I did not play it on the Switch, but played it way back on PC.
Yeah, I played it on the PS4. I played it on the Switch. The Switch version has definitely been updated
I would
since
imagine.
the version I played on the PS4. But again, I didn't play it that much. So looking at
Right.
this top 5, I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's funny how this worked out. I'll just keep.
Screw the rest of the nominees.
Well,
No, we can't.
we can't. We got 2 left. Let's see. Next up, this is our first nominee nominated by 2 people.
Ooh.
Both
All right.
Onyx and Rudy. Undertale for the Nintendo Switch.
So I'm not done with this game yet, but I'm going the pacifist route,
Yes.
and like it's just really cool that you can like totally like completely just you can do certain things that like pretty much go against your gamer intuition. I
Oh,
guess would be
yeah.
the best way of saying it.
Oh, yeah.
And the game rewards you for that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The game, it definitely takes a lot of risk. It breaks the fourth wall in such clever ways, in ways that on the original PC release when I played it, I was just blown away. I remember playing it and something happened. And when it happened, I'm looking at my screen like, oh, okay. Well, that happened. Let's do that again.
Yeah.
It was insane. So I highly suggest anybody, if you've not played it, please play this game. It is genuinely incredible and made from the heart.
So needs to
Yeah.
go in our top 5.
Yes.
Who'd you get out?
I mean, I prefer Bayonetta 1 or 2 over 1, so Bayonetta 1 gets out of there easy peasy. Bye.
I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with that.
All right, Bayonetta. Good job. Undertale.
Yes,
Great job.
Toby Fox, baby.
All right, and our last game is not only nominated but selected unanimously by all three of us as best re-release of the year, meaning
Yes.
it's going in this top 5, and that is Hollow Knight.
Man,
Heck yes, dude.
man, talk about the king of Metroidvanias right now.
Yes.
It does what those games did, sometimes better.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
And like, oh man, the story behind Team Cherry and like how they like developed the Hollow Knight and kind of like just because you heard how they came up with it, right?
Actually, I do not.
No? Okay, so
a
there's
fraud.
kind of like I guess like a development thon, and like you get like a set amount of time to like make a game, and they have like specific themes. So I think they built the original Hollow Knight in like 48 hours.
Wow.
But it was very basic, like
Right,
pretty
right.
much like you had to like kill enemies in order to stay alive. And they kind of like fell in love with the character, and they're like, you know what? Let's see what we can do with this. Let's see like what we can actually do. So they launched obviously their campaign,
Their Kickstarter, yeah, I remember that.
got like ridiculously funded, and they were like, holy guacamole, like we can actually make
People
this.
want this, yeah.
So kudos to them. They're very, very like just giving to the community.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
they
all the
listen to
free
their-
DLC they released too, like those were genuinely major expansions to that base game, and I mean,
Speaking of the base game, when I first booted it up, and it was kind of like that, oh, it just released today on the Switch
Yeah.
at E3, so I got caught up in that hype, and you guys were hyping it up, so I was like, oh, I'll take the dive.
we all bought it.
We all bought it. You know, when I first started out, I'm like, this feels kind of basic. I mean, the graphics are all right. It's good. But as you keep peeling back that onion,
Yes,
it just gets better and better and better. Kind of like another game we played this year, Celeste. You know, you just keep peeling back those layers, and it's like, wow, a lot went into making this game.
That game,
And it was
it's
a ton of fun.
It's beautiful. It is like Undertale. It's a product of love. These developers love video games, and they love what they can do with video games.
Yep.
So you can tell they poured their heart into it, because like every frame of that game is like meticulously done and designed, and I love that about it. If that game had actually come out this year, it would be up there with the game of the year for
yeah.
sure.
Totally, for sure. Toast McGhost.
So what game has to come out in support of Hollow Knight?
I mean, there's a few easy ones on there for me because I don't have any connections, like Diablo 3, for example, or even Katamari Damacy. But it's up to you guys.
What do you think, Rudy?
Oh, I don't care about Diablo 3, I'll be honest with you. But
Okay, if you guys don't care about Diablo 3, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
That's how it works. It was my nominee. That's fine, but
All right.
there you go.
Oh,
Here's
right in the middle too. I love
Here's
it.
our current top 5 for best re-release of 2018, which was ports and remasters and collections, not remakes. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze on the Switch, Bayonetta 2 on the Switch, Hollow Knight that we played on the Switch, but also came to other platforms.
PS4.
Oh yeah, PS4,
Xbox
PC.
One, I think.
PC was the
It wasn't
initial
PC a
release.
while
PC
ago.
was last
like
year.
2016, I
or
think.
the year before.
Yeah.
Katamari Damacy Reroll on the Switch, and Undertale on the Switch.
everything.
We're not shills, I swear.
Well, that's just how we ended up playing all these re-releases
Yeah,
this year.
it's
Got to
just
play them on the go.
easier.
I mean, let's be real though. The Switch is perfect for that. So
Yeah.
So congratulations to these nominees and to Hollow Knight for winning the award.
Team Cherry, we love you. Keep it up.
Okay, so now I'm going to collect all of these really quick
Yeah.
while I set up for our next
Show Proto Man.
award.
So what do you guys think? Do you agree?
Dude.
Like, comment, subscribe.
I don't need this.
Well, that was very subtle.
It was, wasn't it?
I will be honest with you, though, man. Like,
I'm ready.
oh, you ready?
I forgot I preloaded the next award.
Oh, okay. all
Well,
right,
let's
so-
just
But
keep
what were you
going.
going to say, Rudy?
No, just the music in Hollow Knight was awesome too.
The combat too was like you can see how as a player you get better at the game.
Oh, yeah.
Because by the
Yeah.
end I'm like just perfectly spacing everything and stuff. The fact that you hit enemies and it pushes you back also makes you like get ready for that. Like you preemptively know I'm gonna get pushed back. I don't want to fall off this platform. It's just damn it, what a good design.
Okay, next up we are going to discuss our Best Visual Design Award. So these games were games that we
Spicy.
played this year
That were pretty.
that were not re-releases. These had to
Right.
be remakes
New
or
games.
brand new games coming out for the first time. This year we have 8 nominees, starting with Rudy nominated Celeste.
Dude, pixel art perfection.
It really is.
Like, to the point, like, it's up there with, like, Mega Man as far as, like, you know, to the T. And like the art style fits beautifully with everything that's being done. The cutscenes, if you were to call it, were like on point. Like I don't know.
No, you're right. The visual design actually coincides with the gameplay aspect of it.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's fantastic.
110%. Go buy it.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, next up, nominated by myself, and I'm actually kind of surprised I was the only one that nominated this one. Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
You know what? That was like one that I was considering nominating because we played it.
That's right. That's right. You played it at my wedding day.
On his wedding day, like I was playing it. I was like, wow, this is pretty good. But I don't know, man. Like I guess I don't know if it was just the Switch or whatever, but
it is 1080p, so it's not. It was on a 4K 60-inch TV.
As a fighter that looks like an anime, it is visually stunning.
I mean, our system
the technical
works,
piece of it, whatever. But
yeah.
wow,
No.
it looks like Dragon Ball Z.
No,
like if we had
100%,
that game back in high school when we were watching DBZ on TV.
All I had was Budokai.
Wow.
I mean, it was impossible, but
all we had was Budokai, man, and that was the best we got.
No. Our system works did amazing stuff with Unreal Engine 4. Like that that game looks amazing. It really does.
Yeah. So, Hunter x Hunter, whatever, coming up next. That better be their next game. Anyway,
what?
I don't know. Moving on. Next nominee
I want
is
Gone, dang it.
from Onyx.
Yo.
Shadow of the Colossus remake
Oh my
for
God.
PlayStation 4.
Dude.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, like
This was
okay.
your nominee.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
go ahead.
I mean, it's fine. Like the game,
fine.
the game originally when that game first came out, I mean, it had horrible frame rate. It was pushing the PS2 past what it could do, but it looked beautiful. I mean, the landscape, the colossi themselves, everything about that game was just like friggin' awe-inspiring.
It was a piece of artwork, and it still is.
It still is. And what Blue Point did with the game, I think sometimes they kind of
Blue Point
pushed it a little too far. Looking at it a lot, like I think the design back in the day was also a minimalistic take on things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you can argue that it's like, okay, it looks way like they put a lot of things that didn't need to be there. However, the game still looks magnificent in 4K. 60 FPS blew my mind. Like seeing that in that motion was just outstanding.
Yep.
Is there anything negative that you would say about the
visual design? Yeah. Like I said, it's just very minor stuff that I thought it's like the first game originally was show less, do more kind of thing.
Yeah.
So in this game, like not very minor stuff, but it's just like some of the textures were just like way too like. This may sound backwards thinking, but it's way too realistic. I'm
too
like,
realistic.
This is weird. Like it, you know. But again, it could be just my fascist self. I don't know.
Speaking of realism,
Yo.
Next up, our first nominee nominated by two of us. This is by both Onyx and myself. Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
The animations of the monsters in this game were nuts.
I mean,
nuts. Those monsters were alive.
And Capcom has always been good about that with this series. With World, of course, being the first next gen, looks incredible. I had my gripes with some of the the levels themselves, like the areas, like the forest. I forget the name, the ancient forest, right? I forget the name of it, but too much clutter, too much stuff going on. But I still think the game
that's
looks
what they
beautiful.
wanted though.
It was a lush environment,
which is fine for the environment. But for the gameplay, it did suffer because of that. Like it was
too much
really
interaction.
well. It's really easy to get lost. Like you know how much time we spent trying to find a stupid monster because it's like, where the hell do I go? Our scout flies are going places. I don't understand. Where am I? What game is this?
When three monsters all attack at the same time. It's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
No, but it's fine.
Yeah, great, beautiful game.
Beautiful game. All right.
Awesome sauce.
Next up is nominated by both Rudy and myself, Octopath Traveler.
Dude, oh my god! Like the visuals, the 2D/3D.
Yeah, 2.5. They call it. I think they call it HD 2D. I don't know,
but it was so
2.5D.
freaking cool.
Yeah.
Like it definitely like. I loved it.
It captivates the nostalgia while still showing you
Captivates.
like.
It like just
replicates.
freaking like hammers it.
Yeah,
like,
it really does. But it still shows you like these like next gen effects, the lighting effects, the smoke and particle effects. Those were all next gen on Unreal Engine. So it's like, damn, good job, Octopath Traveler team. They nominated you, but you're so pretty.
I've been loving you guys since.
It's Bravely Default.
Bravely Default.
It was a refreshing look at how retro style graphics can be done in modern day
Right.
I agree.
console.
I agree.
Appreciate it. Next up, nominated by Onyx and myself, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Boy, oh
The
boy.
only reason why I did not nominate this, by the way, is because I have not played it yet.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But looking at the trailers, looking at everything, that game is freaking gorgeous.
Oh, it 100%.
The environments are beautiful.
Yeah, no, they are, and I'm, I put a lot of hours into this game. Like I'm,
You're
you
in
know,
6, chapter 6?
I am at the, no, I'm past that. I'm at the friggin' epilogue of this game.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't beat it
Wow.
yet because this game, I guess, is never ending. But I nominated because of all the hours I've put into this. Like, no other game this year has come close to, and yes, the visual fidelity is there too.
Yeah.
But when it comes to design, like, I mean, I hate saying this, but you feel like you're a cowboy. You feel like you're in that era. Like, nothing about the game is not authentic. The Rockstar, I want to believe they did the really good research because it looks outstanding. It looks
You feel like
real.
Spider-Man?
I feel like Spider-Man. I feel like Arthur Morgan.
It's a beautiful game. I think
You
the one
are
thing
Arthur.
that could have used a little bit of improvement would be the faces. Some of the faces when you play poker, I want to punch those guys in the bar because they all look the same, and it's just like, oh, come on.
Dude, I had
That took me out. But the rest of it's like, wow, I'm in this game. I'm fully immersed.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. The animations are outstanding. To its
degree.
detriment too.
Yeah. Touche.
All right, next up, we got 2 nominees left. This one is I'm sorry, we have to choose. Does this come in
We
our
do.
top 5?
Yeah.
I definitely think
Yeah,
so.
it probably needs
yeah.
to be.
Which one do we take out?
This is actually really hard because all these games I think deserve to be up here.
They did something unique this year.
They did, and I don't want to do any of them injustice, but I'm gonna have to take one of them. And my vote would probably be Octopath Traveler.
Wow.
That hurts, man.
I would have thrown Shadow of the Colossus out there only because.
No.
Only because.
What's the matter with you?
Only because
Only because it's freaking gorgeous?
it's a remake. We've seen it before.
What?
It's beautiful. I'm not.
It is
look,
beautiful.
Look, all of these games
No.
look visually stunning.
If I
I
were to
get what
say
you're saying.
anything, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, like, that can get out of here.
See, and that one I can't take out because it's like you're fighting like it looks like an anime. That's really hard to pull off.
I mean, I agree with you. It is hard to pull off.
But yeah, you're not as impressed. I get it.
I'm not as impressed. Like, if I were to compare these two, like this, dude, my father-in-law, who does not play video games, literally saw me playing this and was like, whoa.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean, it looks
jaw-dropping
incredible,
because
yeah.
it's beautiful. It's
It really
gorgeous.
is a beautiful game.
HDR is amazing.
right.
Celeste.
No.
Pixel perfect.
Pixel
perfection.
perfect, man.
Yeah, no. I'll vote with you for Dragon Ball Fighters.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
You got it.
Okay, it's coming out.
We love you though. Arc system works.
There was
Yeah.
another one that almost came out that would have made me sad, but it probably will come out on the next one. Knowing you guys. Okay. And this last game, all 3 of us nominated, and
Yeah.
both Rudy and myself selected it as our winner, and that is.
Wait, you have.
No,
Hold up,
no,
backing
yeah,
up.
I'm like,
Well,
I'm
I
like,
got 2 left
yeah.
because I
What did you
forgot.
nominate?
No,
Well, here we go.
Here we go.
So this is Onyx's pick. My apologies. Onyx's pick for best visual design is Dragon Quest XI.
Okay.
yeah.
Touche. Wait, does this get anime better than?
Well, it gets Toriyama. Wow, they're both
No.
Toriyama. So this is the thing, right? Dragon Ball goes for the anime cartoony. This looks like it's the anime realistic kind of because obviously it's different types of textures. It's more of like a harder texture versus anything else. But this game just looks stunning. Like the monsters come alive. The animations look incredible. And I haven't beaten the game, but I've put in at least 15 to 20 hours. And in terms of visual design, it's there. This is Toriyama's world.
Yeah.
And I love the way the game looks. I really, really do.
So does this belong in our top 5?
I think so.
Which one would you get out?
Personally, Octopath Traveler, but I feel like that's doing a disservice to it.
You're not gonna like what I have to say, Onyx.
Go ahead.
Having played this,
Yeah,
I wouldn't put it in this top 5
you're wild, man.
personally.
I've never played it, so I have no.
It's Dragon Quest VIII.
Yeah, but way
Really?
better looking. What do you
It's
mean?
the same thing. I mean, it looks great. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it looks bad. I'm just saying it's Dragon Quest.
I mean, Red Dead Redemption is Red Dead 1, except
Now-
really, really pretty.
Now, I
Yes,
will.
it
Now,
is.
this is a group thing. So
It's a hot take, by the way. What you said earlier.
I think
It's a
making
hot
that-
take.
Making that your winner's a hot take. But if you want to put this into the top 5, I will support that because this is a communal thing now.
Right.
And if you guys both are against Octopath, then we can pull Octopath. It was
I'll
not my
pull
winner.
Octopath out.
You sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Octopath,
I
move
don't-
over,
no,
baby.
I'm gonna need that back. Do you don't have
Got
to?
it.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
I think some people may disagree with that, but that's okay. That it's all opinions. That's all this is.
I don't know, man.
My opinion is that you're.
it's a better game than Octopath. Oh, anyway.
That-
We're talking about visual design.
Oh,
right
yeah,
now.
That is true. That is true.
All
But
right.
That I will probably agree with
And
not playing that.
Last up, all 3 of us nominated, and Rudy and I selected as our top pick, God of War.
Dad of War.
The visual design
Dude.
of this game.
It is a
all
friggin'
of the
beautiful game.
different, just how the
realms.
It's an
the
eyegasm,
realms,
dude.
The culture, objects, and things floating around in the game.
Yeah.
It's amazing, dude.
The whole thing where it's basically just one cut.
Yeah, that was actually a really good directorial idea.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And the only reason I didn't nominate it, though, was because, again,
Because Dragon Quest did
backwards
better.
thinking. I think so, because in Dragon Quest 11, there are loading screens. They are quick. However, in God of War, there are a ton of loading screens that you don't realize are loading screens. The climbing, when you try to go through the fast travel.
climbing.
It's true.
Is that part of the
I mean-
visual design aspect?
They had, because of the visual design, they had to take those shortcuts. So yeah, it is a detriment because of how good the game looks. Truly.
Would you say the same thing? And this is completely off
Yeah.
topic, but would you say the same thing happens in Uncharted? That the climbing in that is
Yeah.
considerably like a loading screen?
It pretty much is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
but
though
the
it's a
thing is,
visually
the
stunning
thing is
game.
with Uncharted though, those games tend to have really large load times from the beginning when you first load it up.
Yeah.
God of War doesn't really have that because they had to do that kind of stuff. When you fast travel in God of War, you did it. You played the game.
Oh, yeah.
Remember how long it took? I mean, hell, just going through that area, you're loading the next area. That's why it took so long.
But you get exposition while you go. They give you stuff.
They give you stuff. Like, I mean, you know.
It's nothing to the developer, but it is to the detriment.
That's not like a visual thing, though, to me.
No, well,
that's more of like a gameplay aspect.
My reasoning is the visual design. The game looks so damn good because it looks. I mean, visual fidelity wise, I think it looks better than Red Dead in terms of raw graphics and textures and stuff.
Yeah.
But because it looks that good, it's detrimental to the experience overall.
Okay,
So from a visual design standpoint, I think it looks great, but I can't give it the full blown nomination because Red Dead looks almost as good in a giant open world, and there's just one loading screen when you turn on the game. After that, there's really no loading.
They also design stuff after like normal objects, but this was all from the imagination. So
What is that?
I think
Whatever.
all 3 of us picked this as a nomination at a minimum.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this
Yeah.
probably is coming into the top
Yeah,
5.
it definitely
Yeah,
is.
I agree.
Mhm.
I agree.
I think
What should
is
we
this
take out?
is this where Shadow finally comes out?
Oh man.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
This game
What's your
is
game?
freaking beautiful.
Then what's
Take
your-
Dragon Quest out. Or Monster Hunter. Dude, this I know is freaking gorgeous. This is pixel art perfection. This we can all agree that it is freaking gorgeous.
I didn't play it.
You are such a loser.
Wow.
I played the
You need
original
to play it. You
and
need to
the
play
other
this.
remaster.
I will let you borrow it.
I don't have a pro. There's no point.
Yeah, there is.
The game looks
whatever.
amazing. Anyway,
So,
Whatever.
okay, so what are you chose Dragon Quest
This
or Monster
4.
Hunter?
Stay. You guys can get the heck out of here.
Well, between those 2, I'd say Monster Hunter stays.
Monster Hunter stays.
And that's unfortunate for Onyx because then we'd kick his pick.
I mean, whatever. It's communal, so
Do you want to flip a coin?
no, it's literally
Do
communal.
you have
Like,
a coin to flip?
I actually do, but it's communal, right?
It's
So I
communal.
mean, if you 2 vote for it, it's got to go. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't mind.
Dragon Quest was just Dragon Quest.
I'm
I'm sorry, Onyx.
A lot of people would disagree because the game looks incredible. But
I'm not saying all of these games look incredible.
yeah, no, true.
We're at the point where it's just like everything's so good. Like, what is the worst of the good?
Yeah. That's fine.
They're
I'm
all
okay.
amazing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unless you want to pick Celeste, then I'll go in with you on Celeste.
Oh,
Now I'm pitting them against each other.
Ooh.
All right, where are we?
You see
putting
how
God
he's
of War?
manipulating us, right?
Yeah, he is. You know
guys-
what? I'm going for Celeste.
That's fine.
Oh wow, Rudy,
You still get your Shadow of the Colossus.
that was
I know.
very.
If I were to choose between Shadow of the Colossus and Celeste, like I would pick Shadow of the Colossus.
That was very.
Oh,
mature
really?
of you, Rudy.
Yeah, dude.
so
So
mature of you.
yeah. So of these, well,
That's
I
the
meant-
manipulator
yeah.
over here.
But
What
no,
a jerk.
and all like looking at it, like Shadow of the Colossus as like an art.
It's an art piece, yeah.
It's
Nothing against Celeste, but there are a
This-
lot of pixel perfect games out there.
yeah, I agree with you.
You know?
And like this, I feel like is one of those games that like transcends gaming.
It transcends time. Yeah.
So which one is our top pick as TGR?
God of War, for me.
God of War was for me.
Yeah, I
you
mean-
nominated it also.
Yeah.
It was the only one that got 3 noms.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
Nom nom
yeah.
nom.
Okay.
God of War it is.
Congratulations, God of War, for winning Best Visual Design.
Good job, guys.
Don't cry, buddy.
All right, now I am going to collect these and prepare for our next award. So while I'm doing that, if you guys want to have a little chat about stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, Dragon Quest 11, I think
Did you get it on the Switch? Or
Dragon Quest 11?
Yeah.
No, it's not on the Switch yet. That version still hasn't come out, and there are rumors that
It's coming out in
it's
Japan
coming
in
out this
2019.
year. Right, this year coming up.
Yeah.
So we don't know what it is. People have said that it could be an upgraded version of it with more content and stuff, because it is an Unreal Engine 4 game that came out 2 years ago on the PS4.
Yeah.
But I did get it on PS4.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, some Black Friday sale.
Hey.
Definitely, I honestly think it looks so pretty. Like
Yeah.
it's surprising how much I've played it, and I'm like, damn, this really feels like I'm playing an anime differently than DB Fighters, of course. But
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just a really pretty game.
Different than Persona 5?
Different
Because like
Persona 5,
Persona 5, like,
Persona 5 has a style.
yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Such
Ready.
a good style.
All right.
I never saw it coming.
This is only part of our full video, just so you guys know. You guys are seeing the cool stuff. It's been 30 minutes, so let's try to keep it to just the nominee people talk.
Okay.
All right.
Talk something real quick.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna speed things up. This is kind of
Let's
a
do
lightning round for the next 4 awards. All right. Next up is our Best Soundtrack Award. There are 8 nominees, and we are going to start with a nomination from myself for Crosscode.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
So
That officially came out this year.
I know.
this game officially came out. I played it earlier in the year. The music is very reminiscent of Chrono Trigger, and it also had some Phantasy Star Online
Vibes.
vibes to it.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I loved it.
Nice.
Nice. All right.
Next up, God of War, as nominated by Rudy.
I don't know about you guys, but there was no other game that I played except for maybe Spider-Man that like made me feel freaking powerful. And like the music in this game was just like godlike.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like no pun intended. It's just like so. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, you're good.
Next nominee was voted on by 2 of us, both Onyx and Rudy, Shadow of the Colossus.
Come on.
I mean, let's be real here. It's a little unfair, but at the same time, Kohei Tanaka, I think it's the name of the composer. Amazing. This is a timeless soundtrack. Timeless. Timeless. It's so good. I bought
It's
the soundtrack
beautiful.
on the PS2 days from Japan. Amazing. I loved it.
Beautiful. Amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Quick question: did they redo the music? Like
No, it is
No.
the same
The same-
orchestrated soundtrack. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's timeless.
Timeless. That's why I said it's not really fair, because it's
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah. But
Next up, nominated by both Onyx and myself, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
it has 800 songs?
It's got a lot of music. Now, granted, there was a lot of music in this game I still hadn't heard, having really come from Melee was my last real Smash game. But there is a lot of new tracks just for this game, and
A
they're
lot.
great.
A lot. It's good. It really good remixes. A ton of composers actually remix stuff for the game. It's fantastic. Yeah.
I agree.
Next up was a game nominated by all 3 of us, but was not selected as a winner. But we did all 3 nominate it. Monster Hunter World.
Yeah. Awesome music.
Dude,
Dun 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 dun.
that like, I mean, just the title screen alone, when
Yeah.
you like load it up, like that was just
That little soothing, like, yeah.
yes.
The series has always had really good music. I think World had the weakest music.
Do you
But
like For You?
oh yeah, For You
Yeah.
has some epic tracks. And again, nothing against World,
No.
but it didn't reach those levels. They changed composers.
It's
that they've
a
had
good
for a
it's a
while.
good entry point for people that have never played the series.
I agree, yeah, but really good music regardless. Okay,
All right. Next up is Onyx's selection, his
Yeah,
pick
my
for
pick.
best soundtrack, Red Dead Redemption 2.
and there's a reason why I did this. There's a big critique of the game, the latter half, where all the missions essentially boil down to shoot. And I never felt bored because the music was different for each of those missions, and damn, that music was good.
Awesome.
It really immersed you in them, so I really like the music in this game.
I think this also got a lot of recognition at the Game Awards.
Did
it win?
It won soundtrack of the year. Yeah.
What do we take out?
Is it going in?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm taking Crosscode.
I'll take Crosscode out because I know you
Alright.
guys didn't play it, so that's fair.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately.
Crosscode, you were great. Next up, we got 2 left. This one was nominated by Rudy and was my winner.
Ooh.
After this one was really hard. This between the next 2, this was really hard. The one that I selected was Octopath Traveler.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Fully orchestrated. They really tugged on those retro heartstrings. There was a lot of themes and music that sounded like they were right out of the 8-bit era, the 16-bit era, even the 32-bit era.
They
Like,
designed it that way, dude.
That was all intentional.
All of it.
And for them to pull that off while still maintaining its own, character, identity, wow. I remember quite a few tracks from this game just come up in my head, and I'll listen to it at work. I'll just throw it on.
Even like
Play
the title screen,
Yeah.
Like-
The main theme is like one of the best tracks in the game.
I regret. Did I nominate this?
No.
I regret not nominating it because I did forget that they designed the boss battles around the character's theme.
yes.
So that
Yes.
introduction, like they did like essentially 3 versions of that introduction to the boss battles. That's
For
that's
each character,
really
right?
friggin' good for each character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like kudos to them. So
That-
my bad for not nominating because damn,
Yeah.
I forgot how good the music
They
was.
went all out.
I want that in here. I want that in the top.
What would you take out?
Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter
Really?
World? I
It's
agree
the
with you.
weakest one in my opinion.
I agree.
Or God of War.
Monster Hunter World.
Dang.
I mean,
Because God of War has
Well, if you
the-
guys are saying Monster Hunter, that's fine.
Yeah.
can
My
put
only
Monster Hunter
concern, my only contempt with God of War was that it had the basis of using the same theme
Mm.
from the PS2 days.
oh yeah.
But so did Shadow of the Colossus. Oh my god.
And lastly, nominated by all 3 of us, but this was Rudy's selection for best soundtrack, Celeste.
And the reason why I nominate that is because of the methodology behind that
Yeah.
and the purpose in designing the music that way.
Yeah.
Specifically, and spoiler alert, like huge spoiler alert, if you have not played this game, fast forward a little bit, please. The anxiety and the overall feeling and emotion of anxiety is portrayed so beautifully
In the music.
in the music that, I mean, you gotta.
I'm
give it
pretty
to
sure
them.
the composer said it that she
Oh, yeah.
herself went through anxiety
Yeah,
and stuff
she
and
deals
used
with
that.
anxiety.
That's amazing. Like
Yeah.
I believe her name's Lena Rain. I
yeah,
apologize
yeah,
if I got that
like
wrong.
yeah.
So that's why I nominated it.
Yeah, and
Yeah, no, that's definitely belonging in the top 5. I was on the fence between this and Octopath
Yeah.
for that very reason.
Like it's both of them like went like above and beyond as far
Yeah.
as design of music.
Yeah,
These
for
were the
sure.
they were the 2. I mean, you guys could argue against it, but I think they were the 2 front runners for this award.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
I
I
agree.
obviously have my
understand,
Red Dead.
right?
Because of its flaws in the game design, the music elevated that. But in terms of just straight up music, yeah, Celeste and Octopath. And I think I want Celeste. I mean, it's gonna go up there.
Can I make a suggestion? I know you guys are going to push back on it, but since Shadow of the Colossus literally was the same,
No, you can
soundtrack
take it
that
out.
I'm
was
fine. I'm
before-
fine
I'm
with
okay
that.
with
that.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm fine with that. Like
Celeste deserves that.
So this is our current top 5:
yeah.
Octopath Traveler, Smash Brothers, Celeste, God of War, and Red Dead. Who's winning it?
Celeste.
Celeste.
I'll give it to Celeste too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even though I voted for Red Dead, Celeste is
Yeah.
good job.
Congratulations, Celeste.
Dude.
You definitely deserved it. By
So good.
far.
So good. I love it.
Okay, and now I'm going to prepare for the next award while you guys have a fun little competition.
And like the B-sides, the way
Yeah.
that they remix the B-sides. Don't die.
Oh my
Don't
god,
die.
he's dying, guys.
Only halfway through.
TGR News.
Sean Files dead.
Sean is dead. Wait, what?
That's great.
No, Celeste. The B sides had some
B-sides, the
really good
remixes.
remixes. Yeah.
Oh man, so good.
I don't know. There's something about that game, like the fact that it was announced on a Nintendo Direct, or at least to me it was announced on a Nintendo Direct, and having no expectations, just the fact that this guy made really good Mario Maker levels, downloading it on a trip, playing it, and being like, "Oh, this game is actually really good. Oh, this game is trying to do really cool things." And then you get to that one point,
Yeah.
and it's like, This game actually might be goddamn amazing. And it ends up being like Game of the Year material. Like,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Oh yeah, Totes McOats.
it's born.
Next award is Best Narrative. This is the best storyline. How they
This was tough.
accomplished
It was
the
very
story of
tough.
this game.
This was tough.
We've got 7 nominees this time, starting with a nominee by Rudy, Detroit Become Human.
I didn't even play this game.
Yep.
I played it. It's definitely very much in the same vein as like the previous games,
Right.
like
Quantic
Heavy
Dream
Rain. Yeah, all Quantic Dream stuff. But it definitely ties in line a little bit with Nier in the sense that not like the whole breaking fourth wall,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but in the question of what makes us human.
Right.
And,
right.
you
I'm sure it's
know-
very topical too with what's going on in the world.
Oh
recently.
yes, very very much so. So I definitely threw it in there just because it definitely is relatable.
Okay. Cool.
Definitely.
Next up is a nomination for myself, and I know this is going to be a hot take for you guys, but that's okay. We've talked about this at length in the past,
Okay.
but I saw the brilliance in the narrative for Octopath Traveler.
Oh my god.
Now, I know a lot of people were like, oh,
A
you're
lot.
doing it all out of order, and it just doesn't make sense, and there's no thread that pulls everybody together. But that's what I really enjoyed about the game. I thought that it was pulled off very well. If I was getting bored with one storyline, I'd jump to another one, and then I'd come back. And I loved it. And there were some characters that get tied together towards the end.
Right, yeah.
Not in any major way, but I loved it, and I will very much be purchasing a sequel,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
depending on the price. Next up is from Onyx.
Yo.
Nomination for Yakuza Kiwami 2.
This game. So I mean, obviously you have to be into the series already to enjoy the story because it's all. I mean, it's.
This is a remake of 2?
It is a full-on remake of 2, like
Nice.
new engine and everything, and it just has a really good story. It's got the gangster stuff, really serious stuff, but then also has a very comical aspect to it. And the way that these developers put those two in this melting pot, and then it comes out as a really good product. It's like, how do they do it? How do they manage to put something so goofy but then also amazingly serious at the same time? I love the story. It's really cool.
Cool.
Awesome. Next up was nominated by all 3 of us. Did not win, but was nominated by all of us, and that is Celeste. And without going into spoilers, this game had a very personal impact on myself, for sure.
Yeah.
Unexpected, and
I think
those are the
for
kinds
all
of
of
games I
us.
love. When it's an unexpected...
I think for all of us.
I took pictures of it to show my at the time no, she wasn't my fiance then. Whatever. My wife now. I took pictures of it because I wanted to show her certain bits of dialogue that were relevant to what I was going through at the time. So like, I definitely have like this connection with Celeste that yeah.
And you were featured in the game.
Yeah. Rudy's in the game.
What was his name? I told
Rudy.
Theo.
Theo.
No,
That's what it
Rudy.
was.
Theo the photographer.
Yeah.
The other photographer.
/ social media expert.
That was so good. Yeah.
Okay.
Good times.
Next up was Onyx's top pick. Onyx selected for Best Narrative Red Dead Redemption 2. It's worth noting that, Rudy, you have not played this game, and I have not gotten very far in it, which is why I did not nominate it. But, Onyx, there's a reason why you nominated this as your top pick.
There is. And it was tough because right there you have Celeste, which literally touched me on a personal level. And then you have Red Dead Redemption 2, which did not do that. However, the way that everything, like, I don't want to spoil it because it really is an experience, but stuff just happens and it's done in a really, really good manner. Yeah. I still haven't beaten it because the game, I guess, doesn't want to end ever. But I see where it's going, and because of how much I love the first one, I think it's gonna like really be like, damn, what a good connective thread here. You know?
Yeah.
So that's the reason I picked it, but I'll tell you what, man, like if it came down to it, it's neck and neck with Celeste. Okay. It really is.
Very good.
Cool.
Next up, nominated by all 3 of us, but was my personal pick for number 1, God of War. Yeah, man, I was never bored at all in this game.
What a trip.
That's so crazy.
Even during the
Alfheim
section.
It's
I can
crazy.
understand the pacing of that.
Yeah.
Relative to the rest of the game was a little.
And I don't know how you were playing it, but I kind of marathoned that I literally I played for like 5 hours straight
to get through it.
Yeah, I did like it wasn't that I didn't want to stay there, but for some reason, I guess that day I was playing it, I just spent a lot of time in there, and I was like, I'm tired of this. I don't know, something about it just didn't rub me the right way.
That's kind of where, mild spoilers. That's where Boy started kind of pushing back a little bit. So there was tension there.
The end. So
towards the end of that
right,
section,
where he's left alone.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That I like that point and on, but everything up to that point was kind of blah. And then the boss fight was really disappointing. Alphonse's boss was whack.
It was more about the inside when they're really down inside, running through the. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Okay.
But more on his side because I agree. We talked about it already.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I agree.
So God of War's got to take out one of these 5.
Oh, Octopath
Yeah.
Traveler, hands down.
All right, I knew that was coming. That's okay.
Actually,
Whoa.
yeah, it's going.
I mean, you can take out Detroit Become Human.
No. Bless you. Oh,
Oh, excuse me.
never mind.
Feeling a little under
You're
the
still
weather.
blessed.
I apologize.
That's all good. You have drugs.
Okay, well, I need more. The last one is nominated by all 3 of us. This was Rudy's pick. Spider-Man.
For diversity's sake, because I can't give everything to Celeste, but I will say that like the ending kind of made me tear up a little bit.
Tear up. I will gleefully admit this. I cried.
Yeah,
I legitimately cried. I was like,
it was
wow,
emotional.
like not ugly cry, but I
You shed a tear or two.
Yeah.
It was one of those moments where I didn't expect them to go there.
Yeah, and it's the only reason I didn't nominate it was because
of the pacing issue.
no, not even that. It was because I felt like it didn't deserve it. I cried because I already had what is it?
Connection?
I was attached to these already set characters because of how much I like Spider-Man already.
Yeah,
So
me
seeing
too.
that, I was like, the game alone didn't do that.
Yeah.
It was everything that came before it. But I still loved it. I still really, really liked it.
No, I enjoyed it. I mean, I honest to God, I'm a fanboy of Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, Spidey is...
Spidey, I hate MCU, but this is one thing that I love. Like, Homecoming might be, like, the worst movie for some.
No, I
but
love that movie.
I love it.
And the
love it.
sequel's going to be dope.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
I'm so excited.
Best MCU movie besides Infinity War. But anyway.
So this is swinging into our top 5.
Yeah. I like that.
What's got to come out? I'd go Yakuza just because I haven't played it.
Yeah, but you haven't played Detroit either. What are you hating, boy?
I would rather play Detroit on a personal level.
You are disgusting. I vote Detroit now.
I vote Yakuza.
I hate
I don't
you.
think we're going to consensus, all 3 of us, on this.
Yeah, well,
No.
whatever. I guess take Yakuza
Sorry,
out.
Yakuza. Hey, Octopath came out, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So this is our top 5. Red Dead Redemption 2, Celeste, Spider-Man, God of War, and Detroit Become Human, which is going to be our TGR pick for best narrative.
Like Overwatch, I'll fill.
Huh?
Overwatch. humor.
Overwatch, yeah.
Yeah.
This is hard.
It is very hard. And like I said, these 2 are neck and neck for me. So honestly, if one of you votes for either of
These 2 were neck and neck for me.
Right.
This almost transcended this, but I can't give everything to this, can I? Or
Yes,
can
you
I?
can, because
okay,
I'm
then I
going to
give
give it to it too.
And I'm gonna give it
even
to it
though
too.
none of us personally picked it, our consensus
Celeste.
vote is for Celeste.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Celeste,
Congrats.
for best narrative.
It's crazy to think that such a little game could evoke so many emotions.
I mean, dude, Undertale, like, come on.
And
Like,
now I'm
it's
gonna
it's the same thing. Like, it's a small, like, it was one guy. Granted, it's a team for.
Yeah, this is the team. Yeah,
But for me, like,
I mean, Toby Fox had some help. He wrote it and designed all of it, but he had like somebody help with the monster drawings, and obviously somebody composed the music with him
yeah.
for Undertale. But yeah,
Still, it was one of those things that, like,
it's a labor of love.
it's exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this game, amazingness.
And the message that Undertale has too, like, I really want you to get through it all the way.
Yeah.
Because, like, I really hope that you experience what I did, because, like, that final battle of that game and the aftermath, like, it left me in a state of, like, I don't know. I was very pensive. I was really taken aback, and I was thinking, what did this game try to tell me? And then I'm like, oh, that's what it was. I really like this.
Yeah.
So, definitely.
So we're gonna kick this into semi-overtime because I'm feeling a little overheated and I'm running out of water.
Okay, let's
Alright.
do this.
Apologies, I've been under the weather, but that's something only the people who are watching the full video know.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Next up is our Best Gameplay Award. We have 7 nominees to get through. starting with a nominee from myself, Dead Cells.
Oh man,
Didn't play it,
but
I didn't play it, but I want to play it.
Brilliant. I bought it kind of on a whim. I was just looking for some fodder for the Game of the Year awards, just to have some extra games in my list of stuff that I played, and I was hooked.
Yeah.
This took me away from Octopath for a while. So
Not like that much for me.
congrats, Dead Cells. Next up's a nomination from Onyx for Dragon Quest XI.
Basic. This is basic, but in the best of ways. They took the hamburger of JRPGs and finessed it. This is a redefining of that traditional JRPG experience. You can't beat it. You want turn-based, done excellent, play Dragon Quest XI.
Touche.
Perfect. Next up is a nomination from Rodolfo, God of War.
Hey,
Yes.
I could not nominate this one.
I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah.
Like 110%. But when you were like, hey, by the way, did you notice this and that and that and this? And I was like, huh. In hindsight, I see what you're talking about. But the fact is that while I was enjoying it, I didn't realize
It didn't break that immersion for
No,
you.
no,
So
not at all.
Totally.
Not at all.
Next up's a game that was nominated by all three of us. It was not selected as a number one pick, but it was nominated by everybody for the swinging Spider-Man.
Dude, you feel like Spider-Man.
You really do.
But you really do, and it's good. It's the first superhero game like in the Arkham style of combat where I was like, okay, good job, guys.
Yeah.
This is really well done.
Well, we were talking about it earlier that they literally went ahead and kind of like set it up so you got good.
Yeah.
And you eventually started thinking combat-wise like
Thinking
Spider-Man
differently,
because
yeah.
he's agile but weak.
Exactly. Yeah,
So,
good
I don't know.
stuff.
Good stuff.
Next up was a game nominated by all three of us. This was Rudy's personal pick for best gameplay, Celeste.
Of course.
Yeah. I think it's the game you've played the most this year.
I think you were the only one to get
honestly,
to the heart of the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was the only one that got to the heart of the mountain, and dude, he convinced me to buy this game, and I bought it on a whim because he was like, dude, buy it, and I think I clocked in like 40
something hours, man.
50 hours.
I was surprised. I was like, damn.
And like I love this game, and Polygon did a video because they chose it as their game of the year.
Good.
And they were like, this is a game that will make you a better gamer
yeah.
overall.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Yeah.
please, like,
Play
there's
it.
a reason why I love this game.
Yeah.
Do it.
As a platformer, I was pleasantly surprised because I normally don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Next up was also nominated by all three of us. This was my personal pick for best gameplay, Monster Hunter World.
That was tough.
I was surprisingly addicted to this game. I could not get over how much fun it was.
Dude, you guys were like playing all the time.
I got 80 hours
Yeah.
in a Monster Hunter game after complaining about no boss stealth bars.
Now, hopefully, G rank and that expansion brings us in because
man.
I do want to get back into it. I love the game a lot, and I want to get pulled in.
You
so.
guys are gonna have to like baby me
Oh,
a
it's
little
fine.
bit.
We'll baby you.
I hope you guys have lower level gear.
I
to
do.
just play with me.
So all three of us
wanna
picked
play with you.
this as a nominee, so it's pretty obvious it's going in
Oh
the
yeah,
top five.
Touch my goats.
So this is the better game with dragons.
Oh
my
my
God.
god. The hate for Dragon Quest
Dude,
11 right
I
now.
honestly like. The gameplay in Monster Hunter is better than the gameplay in God of War.
That's true.
Actually, I'll take out God of War. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Bye.
I mean,
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm
Is that what we're
looking.
doing?
Yeah, sure.
Bye, Kratos.
Like, looking at it, overall, like,
You're not gonna play 8 hours of God of War. I mean,
no, I only played like 20.
Well, you're not meant to.
30.
Last up, also nominated by all three of us. This was Onyx's pick. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I mean, it's a perfection of what they wanted to do after Melee. Melee, I think it's a perfect Smash game. This is a perfection of what they wanted to do after. I love it. It's so good.
It's good. I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I think looking at this, I would put it over Dead Cells because I haven't played Dead Cells, and I know it's a good Dark Souls-ish Metroidvania style game.
It's worth saying that this game and those three were nominated by all three of us. I picked this. Onyx picked this. So Onyx is going to want that to go. I'm going to want that to go. So Rudy, I think you might be the consensor.
This
Yes, sir.
sucks.
It
Because I
does.
didn't play. Like, I didn't play either. But I will say this: I am more interested in Dead Cells than I am in Dragon Quest.
Okay,
I'll be honest.
No,
with you.
fair enough.
Like,
Fair enough. That's fine.
Because
it's
this
a traditional
is
RPG.
Metroidvania slash
Dark Souls.
The manipulator.
Yeah.
No,
again.
no. It's just.
That's
it's
fine.
It's my interest.
Totally fine.
But we all picked something different for our personal picks. So
Yeah.
what's going to be the best gameplay
Best gameplay.
game?
This is gonna be hard.
It is. It is. I mean, I think for me right now, it's a toss-up between Monster Hunter World and Celeste. Monster Hunter World did a lot of things right in terms of that type of game, and Celeste is also perfect at it. So, up to you. Up to you, too.
I have to agree with you, but Monster Hunter World was kind of like the first, or actually second Monster Hunter that I had. I had Monster Hunter for You.
Right.
And it was okay. You know, I know that like the previous Monster Hunters did a lot more stuff better.
Yeah.
Gameplay wise.
They were harder for sure.
Yeah, exactly. The G rank was there, and they had much more monsters, if I'm not mistaken.
Way more.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I would go with Celeste.
I'll make this easy. I'll also choose Celeste because, as I mentioned, I don't really like those kinds of platformers, and I played that game to the end. It got me. So
Celeste it is.
Celeste it is.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Celeste. You're running away, baby.
Woo! It's a great game.
Yeah, it really is.
But I will be honest with you, like I hope Monster Hunter gets G rank.
Oh yeah, G rank's coming.
Because like I really want to get into it, and like I started playing it, and Marta was like, "Not in front of Ollie."
Yeah, and I think you will, if you actually had the opportunity to play it more, because I know time was also against you, you would have gotten hooked. It has a very the loop that it has, the whole crafting and going out to hunt these monsters, and then like getting better gear to fight the harder monsters. Like that loop is really damn good.
It's addictive.
Really, really addictive. So I think you would have gotten hooked for sure. I mean, I was surprised that Sean got hooked that hard. I knew he was gonna like it, but I didn't think he was gonna get like that, into it.
Despite the health bars.
Yeah.
There was also nothing else really to play.
Boy,
I was
shut
living
up.
with my parents at the time before we moved.
Come on.
Yeah, trust me. When G rank comes out, I hope they bring in at least like 10 new monsters. And not even new. I want them to bring in like classics. Like I want to see. They're gonna bring in Argakuga, which is like he almost looks like a vampire.
Yeah.
On the floor, so he walks like this,
like
and
a
then
bat.
like
Vampire.
Yeah. Oh, I say vampire. Yeah, like a bat. Yeah. And he kind of like he's like a bat
vampire
lizard
bat.
thing.
Yeah.
Really, really amazing design, and like his theme is really good. I don't know. It's gonna be great.
Awesome sauce.
Okay, you guys ready?
Ready.
You are.
This is the end. Finally making it just in time because I'm out of water. I'm so dehydrated.
He's dying.
I'm dying. I've been dying all day. But it's Game of the Year awards. We're going to do it.
Game of the Year, baby.
We have to make it. Okay.
You shall pass.
Welcome to our number one award, the official 2018 Game of the Year award. We have 9 nominees to get through.
Wow, 9.
We're going to
nominated 9?
get through
Nuts.
these, and
That's crazy.
you will know what our number one game was for the year by the end of this video, starting with a nomination from Rudy,
Uh-oh.
Detroit Become Human.
Dude, again, the topics that they covered, and I'm not even done with it. But the
you
stuff,
can tell.
Yes. Very, very, like I said earlier, near like sort of what is it to be a human.
Right.
Literally. So, good stuff.
Good stuff. Next up was a nomination from Onyx,
Yo.
Monster Hunter World.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Dragon Quest.
Yeah, this game, it was the best-selling Capcom game ever. That means something. And don't get me wrong, sales doesn't necessarily mean quality.
No.
But the fact that they were able to show people, hey, by the way, this is the reason why Monster Hunter is good. A niche title in the West.
Yep.
It's good, man. Gameplay-wise, really good.
Yeah.
Next up is a nominee for myself, which is not going to stay in the top 5, but that's okay.
Octopath Traveler. I knew it.
I didn't actually beat it with all the characters.
You didn't?
No, but
That's a
I
long
beat
game,
it with
man.
most of them, and I enjoyed it. I think the end game could have used some work, but other than that,
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed it. I want to see a sequel
I
with
would,
some improvements.
I would love to see a sequel as well.
With improvements,
with
for
with
sure.
a lot of improvements.
Less tropey story elements.
I mean, we could create a different,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
no,
whole
that's
video
I mean,
on
trope
that
of
alone.
story, but
Yeah, I
okay.
agree with you.
Next up's a nominee from Onyx, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Nice.
I mean, it is a complete package, even if you don't like a lot of the things it does, because it does a lot of things wrong. I have plenty of gripes, but you got a lot of game for your buck, and it is a good game.
Yeah.
It is a good game.
Yeah.
You know,
There's a reason why it wasn't on sale during Black Friday.
true that.
Like,
And it's
the quality's there.
17 million copies sold too. Again, not,
Not that sales mean anything,
but it's definitely there.
yeah, totes.
You know what else is there? Also nominated by Onyx, Yakuza Kiwami 2.
So it's funny because between these two games, I mean, they're totally different, but I just can't not emphasize how good the elements work in the Yakuza series. They're really good. This game, like, as I played it, I was just having so much fun.
Did you buy the physical copy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I pre-ordered it like a year before it came out. Yeah.
I might need to borrow it.
Next up's our first game nominated by two people, from Rudy and myself.
Oh.
God of War.
Oh yes. Yes. As like a total package, definitely did a lot of good things right. But I will say one thing: it has a better story than Octopath. That's for sure.
I think all these have better stories on them.
Okay. I mean, if you guys want to just jump straight to that, that's fine. I'm okay with it. I get it.
Yeah.
I picked God of War 2 as a nominee.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying.
I
My
mean,
OT.
Yakuza's going to be going here pretty shortly, and also Detroit, but it's good.
Yeah,
No salt.
No salt.
No
No
salt.
salt.
Game
We're
of
gonna
yours.
be exactly like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Ah!
All right, next up was nominated also by Rudy and myself, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Does whatever a spider can.
It has a better story than Monster Hunter.
That is true.
Yes, but this is also for best.
This is
game.
everything. This is
Game of the
everything.
year.
Yeah, like a game.
I
overall.
think Spider-Man had an amazing pace. It wasn't very long. It didn't overstay its
No,
welcome.
dude, it was perfect.
World design was really well done.
Beautiful.
Graphics, it was really pretty. It's a good game.
Yeah.
I want it over Detroit. But that's the thing.
I'm
Well,
still in the middle of DLC personally. but-
Detroit and Yakuza are the two,
Outliers,
and Red Dead
yeah.
were the three games that only got nominated by one person. No, and Monster Hunter World. Everything but God of War.
So it's up to you guys. I
I mean,
we have two outliers here. We got
Like,
Detroit and Yakuza.
yeah, like
Very,
I'm
very
not done with
subjective.
this. I haven't even touched this, but dude, I will be honest with you. Like Kiwami, like I want to.
The Yakuza series in general has a lot of appeal.
Yeah.
You know?
So I don't know which one. I'm okay with Detroit.
There you go.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh boy, I apologize. We got to get through this. Almost done. Two more. This was nominated by all three of us, but did not win, but it was nominated. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah,
Yes.
baby. Talk about that's a total package.
That is a
Hundreds
total
upon
package.
hundreds of hours,
Yes.
unlimited replayability.
Yes.
It's Super Smash
Yeah.
Ultimate.
The modes, everything.
Everyone's
Like,
here.
It's fun.
And what's coming up? Joker, and who knows what the other four are gonna be? Dude, this game.
Goku. Yeah.
Yeah, Smash has got to go in.
Yeah, 100%. And
What do we
I'm
have to
okay
go?
with Kiwami too. To go.
Yeah.
All right.
Love you, dude.
Okay, and last but not least, actually there was a unanimous decision on TGR's
Yeah. So we don't
Game of the
even
Year.
talk about this.
We do got to put it in the top 5 just to do that.
Technically,
Do we want to vote out something out of the top 5 real quick before we reveal what our Game of the Year was?
Monster Hunter World.
I was gonna vote Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, really?
Yeah.
Over Monster Hunter World?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
80
What kind of
hours.
Spidey fan?
80 hours, man. I'm a bigger Monster Hunter fan than Spidey.
What are the two that you would pick?
For me?
Yeah.
To like take out?
Yeah.
Well,
I'd keep Spider-Man over God of War.
really?
Oh yeah.
Really?
God of War was a good game, but it wasn't like it really wasn't. At least for me. anyway.
Not according to Geoff.
Yeah, it was good enough.
No, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I'm like knee deep in Smash right now. Haven't played Red Dead, but I know it's amazing.
But you can vote it off, dude. It's up to you.
No, man.
I'd also pick one of these two games.
You know what? I Spider-Man's fine. Like you can take that out.
Okay, Spider-Man's out of the top 5.
Because like you said it yourself, 80 hours. I think that if I had 80 hours to spare, I may have
You
done
would
the
have
same
done,
thing.
yeah, for sure.
So that clears the way for all of us picked it.
Unanimously.
It is our unanimous
Unanimously.
TGR Game of the Year, Celeste.
Celeste.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Celeste.
Matt makes games.
Yes.
You make good games. This truly touched me on a personal level.
Dude.
And it's a game for impact.
Yes.
It really is a game for impact, and I want more developers to look at this and see what they can do, see what kind of messages they can, reveal, do.
The games that do something new, that captivate you, that are giving you the unexpected, those are the games that I love, and this did all of that and more.
Yep.
Indeed.
So,
I
Congrats,
agree.
Celeste.
Seriously.
TGR's official game of the year.
Game of the Year.
Buy it. Do it now.
Yes.
So let us know what were your Game of the Year selections for all of our awards,
Yeah.
as well as our Game of the Year award. What would you have nominated? What would you have picked? Let us know in the comments, and we'll chat with you about that. And otherwise, I think we will see you all in 2019.
Yeah.
Got
See
a
you
big
later,
year
guys.
next year.
Oh yeah, it's
my
gonna be
God.
awesome.
Quarter one. Oh.
Keep a lookout for something cool coming up, guys. For the people that are still watching, trust me, you're gonna like us.
We
Yeah,
got
it's
some
gonna be
stuff,
pretty
cool stuff coming.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely. All right.
Peace, guys.
See you later, guys.
Deuces.
Like what you saw? Check out some of our other videos and be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with our latest content. Thanks for your support and thanks for watching.